Hello, welcome back. I'm Connor, and today I am going to be watching the final episode of Loki Season 1, Episode 6. I cannot wait. This show has been amazing. The last episode was so good. I loved the smoke monster and old Loki and conjuring all of Asgard as an illusion. That was really cool. Sylvie is an awesome character, and I really like her. I am very excited to see where this final episode goes. I am waiting still for the reveal that it is Kang behind the TVA. That is my guess. That has been my guess the entire time. It is Kang in charge of the whole thing, writing the timeline to make it however he wants it to be so that he can just be in charge of everything. Yes, go to find Kang!
Way to go, Tic Tac!
You wouldn't have heard of me.
Let me put you on hold.
Dance off, bro. He's a friend from work. I can do this all day. Yeah, I know. I'll show you first.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
We have to put a record.
What?
The same time as a one-way.
What in the whoa? What the heck? That's freaking cool. Kang?
I have been waiting for this moment my entire life. I just need a second to get my head straight, okay?
Sure. Of course.
Oh! It's just gonna open. Where's the statue? Anybody, any face on that statue?
You again.
Welcome to the Citadel at the end of time. He wants to offer you a deal. He's been making a few creative adjustments, and he's worked it out so we can reinsert both of y'all back into the timeline in a way that won't disrupt things. You can kill Thanos. You want the Infinity Gauntlet? Yours.
Yeah, and this is just not gonna disrupt the sacred timeline. No, it's too good to be true.
It's fiction.
Yeah.
We write our own destiny now.
Oh,
More statues? Kang? That one smashed.
This is wild. The two of you, same person. I mean, it's.
There he is. I wish I didn't know that he was cast as Kang. Because I definitely wouldn't know that he's Kang yet from what we've seen. But I do know that he was cast as Kang. So, it's exciting. It's Kang.
We found you.
Duh. Of course you did.
What the heck?
It's a parlor trick.
Okay. Don't you wonder how I'm able to get out of the way
just before you killed me. I know it all. And I've seen it all.
Yeah, I believe that for sure.
Everything you guys did on Lamentus, I saw. All the stuff the TVA didn't know about, I knew. Every step you took to get here. Lamentus, the Void. I paved the road. You just walked down it. And I have the rest right here. Come on. No, you can't get to the end until you've been changed by the journey. This stuff
I like him.
happened to get us all in the right mindset to finish the quest.
Right.
Right.
So it's all a game. It's all a manipulation.
Free will?
Free will? Only one person gets free will. The one in charge.
That's no, that's a bad idea.
Hung my neck out for you. And you suffer a crisis of faith and turn to those variants? Eons of friendship. And you threw it
You
all
are
away.
variants.
Couple of Lokis. No, Mobius.
Woman,
I didn't betray you. I'm sorry, Mobius.
where are you going?
I'm not gonna let you go. Let's see.
Gosh dang it, Mobius.
And what are you so afraid of?
Me.
And just who are you?
Yeah, well,
I've been dubbed many names by many people.
King the Conqueror, Ramatut, Immortus.
A conqueror. He who remains.
He is afraid of himself. I was gonna say that. If the timeline splits, there's multiple versions of King. And that's not good. He needs to be the only and the superior king.
Eons ago, before the TVA, a variant of myself lived on Earth in the 31st century. Other versions of us were learning the same thing. Naturally, they made contact, and for a while, there was peace. Narcissistic,
King War.
self-congratulatory peace. I love your shoes. I love your hair. Oh, man. Nice nose. Thanks, man. Etc. Not every version of me was so pure of heart.
Oh, I
Some
don't
of us.
trust you.
New worlds meant only one thing: new lands to be conquered. The peace between realities erupted into all-out war, each variant fighting to preserve their universe and annihilate the others. This is almost the end.
Which you have successfully done
Everything
to
everyone.
all of them.
And then the time.
I weaponized Elias. And I ended the multiversal war. What I have to do is manage the flow of time and prevent any further branches. Hence, the TVA. Hence, the timekeepers in a highly efficient bureaucracy. Hence, ages and ages of cosmic harmony. Hence, you're welcome.
He's the ultimate king.
Till you meet my variants.
I don't trust you still.
That's the gambit. Stifling order or cataclysmic chaos. You may hate the dictator, but something far worse is gonna fill that void if you depose him.
I don't think so. I don't believe you.
Or you're a liar.
Well, I don't think he's exactly lying. How does he read time?
You two would.
There's two options. One, you kill me and destroy all this, and you don't just have one devil, you have an infinite amount. Or, you two run the thing. I'm tired.
Huh.
And I'm older. Oh.
It was personal to me.
Grow up! Grow up, Sylvie! Murderer! Hypocrite! We're all villains here. We've all done horrible,
It's true.
terrible, horrific things.
He stole a man's eyeball.
We just crossed the threshold.
What's happening?
I knew everything up to a certain point, and that point was about 10 seconds ago.
And now you're just gonna sit there with all that freedom and let us decide your fate?
Yes! Yes!
Huh.
Yes! What's the worst that can happen? You plunge your blade in my chest, and I just end up right back here anyways. Reincarnation, baby. No manipulation.
All this honesty.
What is that?
Feels like a fresh start.
You want the throne.
No, that's not it, no.
I don't believe you.
Sylvia, the universe is in the balance. Everything we know to be true. Everything. I know the TVA has hurt us both, but what if by taking him out, we risk unleashing something even worse? I promise you from my heart, this isn't about a throne.
What was I thinking, trusting you?
Gosh dang it.
Has this whole thing been a con?
Really? That's what you think of me?
I really like that window. Keep looking at it.
This is bigger than our experience.
I don't know who to believe or what to believe. Like, I definitely don't trust him. King. There definitely is some truth to what he's saying, though. Like, it makes sense.
Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's not. The cost of getting this wrong is too great.
Fine.
Sylvie, stop. Stop.
But she just took his head off. Loki said he's dead.
Stop. Stop.
Is he bleeding? Did she cut him at all? Like, because he should be. I don't think he is.
I've been where
That
you
was a clean stop.
I don't want a throne. I just want you to be okay.
King is just sitting right there. Where's the green light coming from? Keeps being green light on her. Oh, there, now they're kissing. Where's the green light on her face coming from? Just kiss in front of King of the Conqueror, why don't you?
But I'm not you.
She can't kill him. I do not believe that he would just die. I don't believe him. No, he's not. No. No. Unless he is just a good king. But no, it doesn't make sense that he would just let himself die. as good king or evil king. It doesn't make sense. I really like that window. Branching timelines. Loki has a love interest. What are you up to, Loki? Where are you going?
Well, at this point, how are we even gonna stop it?
We can't!
What? What'd you say?
We freed the timeline. He's terrifying. He planned everything. He's seen everything. He knows everything. It's complicated, okay? But someone is coming. Countless different versions of a very dangerous person, and they're all set on war. We need to prepare.
Take it easy. You're an analyst, right? What division are
What?
you from?
What are you talking about?
Who are you? What's your name?
Boots on the ground now, archives.
Who are you?
Oh, which timeline is he in? Huh. What the heck? So, the one who remains, definitely Nathaniel? Nathan. I don't remember. Richards. Descendant of Reed Richards. He explained his whole story from the year 31st century, blah, blah, found a time machine, traveled back, blah, blah. Kang War happened. All the different versions of Kang. And this one survives and masses everything. So okay, comic book. No, it's, I mentioned it earlier, when he was talking about how he's got a lot of different names. The three big ones that I know off the top of my head, I know there's a fourth one that he goes by. I can't remember what it is right now. But there's Ramatet, which is like, he goes back to like Egypt and becomes like a pharaoh. There's obviously King the Conqueror. Oh, wait, I gotta see a credit scene. Really? That's all the credit scene is? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, as I was saying, Ramatet, King the Conqueror, there's also Immortus. I don't think they said it at all. I would put this version of him that we saw as Immortus. Immortus in the comics is a very different version of Kang. Kang the Conqueror is not a good dude. It makes sense to call him Immortus too, with him living forever basically at the end of time and being in charge of everything. That makes a ton of sense for him to be Immortus. Immortus might do that. I'm trying to remember in the comics with manipulating timeline stuff and like seeing the future. I think Immortus does that. I have a comic book, West Coast Avengers, with Immortus in it. I'm trying to remember how the storyline goes. Oh, I don't remember. But he might do that. So I'm definitely going to dub that version as Immortus. He did just let himself die. It's also interesting with, he's keeping the sacred timeline. And how does that work out with... Is there really no other credit scene? Is that the only credit scene I get? Here. I'm going to check and then I'll get back to discussion. Okay. Okay. So, as I was saying with the timeline, he's keeping the sacred timeline, so that I don't understand how that works out with the known multiverse that we already have. Because we know a multiverse exists to an extent. Okay. So Immortus, he's Immortus, he dies, gets killed by Sylvie. Loki gets sent back to the TVA before she kills him. But then is in a different timeline. Different universe. Mobius doesn't remember who he is. It's also interesting to me and strange. One of the first thoughts I have is Mobius then doesn't even recognize that he is Loki. He just assumes, oh, he's an analyst. And in this timeline, they are having the same job, but Kang seems to be in more of a prominent role as, hey, they know he's King. Which I am guessing is we're going to follow that timeline now. And that's going to lead into... Yeah, but okay. So the other thing. So I've heard it said in the theory that the TVA exists within the quantum realm. Which makes a ton of sense. Why Infinity Stones then don't work. And why magic powers don't work. And all that. If it's in the quantum realm, that makes so much sense. That then begs the question of... It's weird that it could be a different timeline within the quantum realm. Because the quantum realm, the way I at least understand it to work, is it's like the hub. That there is only one quantum realm. Kind of like there's only one negative zone. How each universe doesn't have their own quantum realm. It's the same thing, and that's how you get between universes. That's the method of universe hopping, or time travel. However you want to look at it or put it. Because, yeah, the multiverse is accessed largely by time travel. We know that from everything that's been established. That also begs the question with Doctor Strange 2. No, Doctor Strange 2. Doctor Strange as well. So, we know from Endgame that different timelines are different universes, essentially. And time travel accesses those different timelines. So how does that work when Doctor Strange, reverses time with the time stone? I don't know. And, the dark dimension is... The quantum realm and the dark dimension are supposed to be, alternate universes, almost. They're alternate realms. I don't know. So, he is Immortus. Why did he just let himself die? I get... He talked about reincarnation and all that crap. But why? Wanting a break... I understand. That makes sense, but... Why does he just let himself die? Being so benevolent as he seems himself to be, why does he let this happen to the universe? Why is he yeah, that's a good idea, I'm just going to let this happen? And, okay, so then the other question. Is the whole thing like a time loop? Because he was talking about how it's like reincarnation, because the same thing's going to happen over again, where there's going to be the Kang War, because time travel's involved, and so the Kang War is going to build. That's my knee. So it's going to build, and we're going to have the Kang War, and then eventually, basically it seems to say that the same or a similar version of Kang, or Nathan, is going to rise and become, as I'm calling him, Immortus again, going to become Immortus, and become the Timekeeper and save everybody. Save the multiverse and create this timeline again. So has this happened before, where at the previous Kang War started and began because this all happened already, because the previous Immortus was killed, causing the whole timeline to shatter and this to go on. Also, why doesn't Mobius recognize Loki? I was saying that earlier, and then I think I cut myself off and went on a different thought. I got a lot of thoughts to talk about. This show is wild. Yeah, Mobius doesn't even recognize Loki. You're an analyst, right? And he doesn't recognize that, hey, this is Loki. Not even just doesn't remember this variant of Loki, but he doesn't recognize, hey, you're Loki, god of mischief. And he's talking about how he'd followed Loki his whole life. Basically, that he loved Loki. He was kind of a fan. So yes, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium should definitely pick up on stuff. I saw the trailer for that, and Kang's in it. In very much a Kang outfit. So we got Kang the Conqueror coming into that. So I'm going to guess he's just working at the TVA now, more directly, in this universe that we're in now with Loki. So I think that's where Ant-Man, I think it's all going to be the same. Obviously, keeping all the main stories in the same universe. Except for What If. That's multiverse crap. So yeah, Ant-Man's going to come in and continue that story. We might see Loki and Ant-Man. That'd be really cool if Loki appears. Is he just going to be working at the TVA then? Huh. And what's with Sylvie? Like, what is going to happen to her? Because she is at the end of the universe, and now the timeline's shattered. She shouldn't be affected by that, because it seems separate from the timeline. But where's she going to go, and what's going to happen to her? Yeah, because Loki... And why does Loki remember everything? Because he got sent back before she killed him. I mean, I guess it had started a branch before. So I guess it had started a branch, and then he gets sent back, and since it's like a hub point, he's got sent back to a different line. Is that what it is? So we still have the Mobius that we know, and that we've been through the whole season with in another timeline that we can get back to? And if Kang, if he has... Yeah, how Nathan... So he talks about how he can learn about Goliath, and then was able to control him, and started the TVA. Unless I just missed it because I'm dumb, I don't think it mentioned how he is reading time. How he is reading the timeline and figuring out how to keep it as one thing. And also what he picks as the sacred timeline. I mean, I get that he's making it so it is one timeline. There can't be branches into the multiverse because then you have other Kangs, and that's bad. That makes total sense. But what does he pick as... How is that chosen as this is what's right? Because, I mean, you can have Billy Bob Joe dies and Billy Bob Joe doesn't die, and you can't have both of those as a branch. But which branch is the right branch, and how is that determined? Going back to when Loki was on trial, first episode, talking about how they should blame the Avengers because they're the ones that time traveled and did all this stuff, but that was supposed to happen, so that's part of the sacred timeline. How does that work? How is that wrapped into this as well? Like, yeah, so if you look at the timeline, is them hopping between... You got the big ring going around the place. If you're just following it along, is them hopping between the different places all still within that same one branch? They're not branching off and then coming back? That's wild. I guess that's how it would work. And then the intro. I was ready to do the music. And then it didn't have music. Well, it started with... It's been a long, long time. I don't know what the name of the song actually is. That could be it. Dun 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 dun. That one. And that had all the different lines. Threw me off a little bit. It was cool though. And yeah, is this Loki, this variant Loki, is he going to escape at some point? Or yeah, whatever happens, however it continues. Is he going to meet Thor? Get back to current timeline somehow and meet Thor? That'd be wild. Thor's reunion with his dead brother. I keep looking at the microphone instead of the camera. I need to stop that. That's wrong. The camera is right there. The microphone is right here. Man, though. That was insane. I have so many questions. That was so good, though. That show was amazing. Definitely my favorite of all the stuff I've watched so far. That was amazing. Okay. That's what I got to say about Loki. This show was amazing, and I have so many questions, and I'm so excited for season 2. That's going to be good. Unless it's not. Unless they do a terrible job at it. Then it's bad. But also Ant-Man. And see how it continues things. and see if anything else continues things at all. Like, how's Doctor Strange gonna work with the multiverse and Spider-Man? How's that gonna work? I don't know. I'll find out soon enough, though. And what if? Because that's supposed to be multiverse stuff too. How's that supposed to work? I don't know. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I do really hope that you did enjoy this video. You know, I make them so that you can enjoy them. I don't make them so that you can hate them. That'd be stupid. So yeah, you can leave a like. And if you enjoyed this series, you can tell me about it down in the comments. You can tell me what you thought of Loki. If you hated Loki, if you loved Loki, or anything in between, really. Also, if you missed any of my past videos reacting to things, I've already reacted to WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Black Widow, and the rest of Loki. If you didn't watch that, you can go watch all of those right now. They're available. There might be more available right now, too, if this video's been out for a minute. There will be, well, more than a minute. Days. If it's been out for at least a few days, there's probably more stuff for you to watch, too. You know how it goes. But yes, thank you again so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. Mortis. I'm going to go with the Mortis as that one. Just talking to myself. Need to elaborate more in order to make a video out of this. Come on, I can't just say things and expect you watching to know exactly what I mean when I don't say everything I mean and I just say words and put them together in a sentence, you know?